horrifying when the pictures came in, and one of the darkest and the bloodiest chapters in the history of U.S. politics. A young right-wing activist and a key Trump ally, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated in broad daylight on the Utah Valley University campus. A video capturing the exact moment when the bullet pierced his neck and blood gushing out is on camera, highly disturbing. The video that was taken from a distance showing Kirk seated when the bullet hit him, and the video right from the death epicenter shows Kirk bleeding heavily as panicked attendees rushed to safety. Charlie Kirk was shot while he was speaking as part of his American comeback tour with the organization that he founded. Now, Turning Point US is where Charlie Kirk was talking about gang violence. That, ironically, was the very time that he was shot in the neck. Now, as far as condolences that has been pouring in, we'll play out a message that has now come in from the U.S. President Donald Trump himself, who has expressed condolences following the murder of the conservative influencer Charlie Kirk, whom he described as great and legendary, saying that he stands with the family of Charlie Kirk, who is now survived by his wife and two very young children.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and three others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before. and it's not even close. May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States.
While Srinjoy is connected with us, Srinjoy, horrifying pictures, extremely disturbing. While he was speaking at an event, this happened at the university campus in Utah, where he was shot dead. When we speak of those pictures that has been coming in, this really highlights when it comes to the political violence, especially gun culture that seems to be, going up in the United States.
This is so unnecessary. Because whatever your differences are, whatever the political differences are, at the end of the day, they should not be settled with weapons. And yes, weapons are easily available in the United States compared to most countries in the world. But this is so utterly reprehensible. Here is someone, you may disagree with him. You may disagree with his politics. You may disagree with him in some other way. But at the end of the day, it should not lead to a killing. And this is something which should never have happened. And unfortunately, this seems to be increasing in number. Because yes, you're right, guns are very easily available in the United States. And worse, semi-automatic weapons, something like an AK-47, is very easily available in the United States. It's also very easy to get ammunition. So as a result, the number of deaths because of easy availability of weapons is going up. But the point is, apart from that, there is also a very big difference. Now, the divide in America between left and right has also increased. There have been a huge number of killings historically of political leaders, beginning with the Kennedys, Dr. King. Trump himself narrowly avoided being killed in Butler, Pennsylvania, as he talked about during the election campaign. And now we have this. Let's hope that sense prevails, the political divide comes down to an extent, so much so that guns don't have to be used. That's the first thing. And
well, as you said, Donald Trump had mentioned, as far as his message that we just played, what happened with him in Pennsylvania, narrowly escaping daylight assassination attempt. But as far as Charlie Kirk is concerned, he was renowned for his fiery and combative style, as he became a familiar face on US TV channels and across on social media platforms.